sorry. I love you guys, but I really, really think you're not going to go very far.
But you like fully support Heavy Impact.
Yes, I do. And I'll tell you why. Because Heavy Impact are my boys, and they have a prop. Their prop is their gut. Oh. They carry that around every single performance. It weighs them down, and yet there they are, still doing the flips like everybody else, still dancing like everybody else, still putting in that work like everybody else, and bringing it. Doing stuff that they don't normally do, and making it happen.
And their heart, too.
Yes, their heart. I didn't see any tongues this week.
No.
That's okay. I'll forgive you for that, but great job. I loved Heavy Impact.
Don't you think that they had the easiest challenge of them all? They were popping, they didn't have a cart, they didn't have other props and stuff like that.
Yeah.
But still, aside from that, I thought they did great. Yeah. They were moving so fast. The judges were kind of critiquing them, like, maybe their popping locking was a little bit off, but they were so quick, I didn't even see any problems.
Yeah, I liked it a lot. I liked it a lot. And I'm from LA. I have to represent these LA boys. You know what I mean?
Sure, represent.
I have to.
And you're trying to get on the crew.
I am.
So you're sucking up a little.
Yes.
Let's be honest.
Just a little bit. All right, so after Heavy Impact, or did you want to say anything more about Heavy Impact?
No, I just think they did great and they deserve America's vote this week.
There we go.
Sure.
There we go. Now, here's another team that I think you and I are going to disagree on.
We are.
But here is Hype 5-0. Okay?
Is this the Hawaii?
The team from Hawaii. Now, I liked them this week. I really did. I liked them this week. But here's the thing that's different from me. I think about this. I think now there are these islands in Hawaii, and every single person that has a computer and a phone, which is everybody there, I'm sure, is going to be voting for this crew. They're going to be around for a very long time. You know what I mean?
But it's a kind of small island, right? I mean,
it's kind of small.
Have enough? Well, I guess with the other lower 48 states and Hawaii too, I guess.
Yeah. I think they're going to be around, so I kind of like want to say I'm going to have to like them because they're going to be around for a while.
Do you like Brittnie Spears?
I do.
1, 2, 3.
3. Yeah. It was a very sexy, sexy dance.
It was sexy. But can I break it down?
Break it down.
Okay. The girls start and they're climbing on the set, right? They're doing a little Brittnie Spears sexy dance and getting all into it. And I liked it because it was very fitting. But then the guys came and they were supposed to jump into their arms. But guess what? They were out of time. One girl jumps and the other girl jumps. And then when I look at all the details, and for me, I know it might seem petty, but it starts to throw me off a little bit, right? But then I give it a chance. So then I'm watching, and then it's awesome. It's sexy. I really like it. And then what do? The two guys are the poles, the other guy's up doing the splits, and I thought, this is awesome. Like, he's flexible, right? Let's give him props for that.
Man splits.
That's right. Bringing it back, see? But then the girls are using the guys as the pole dancing. The other two guys are dancing. So what do we have? We have 3 people that are just still not being utilized at all, but only for poles. And the other 4 people are kind of doing like a little pole dance. And I seriously thought it was a waste of time. They didn't move much. And the other 4 were just trying to make it work.
I say brilliant stage picture. That's what I say. Brilliant stage picture. You sacrifice your team and you utilize what you can and you make do however you can. That to me was awesome. I thought it was great. And I forgive the man splits because you had 2 ladies underneath there. They were shaking their booties and looking hot. I'm like, all right, all the way. So yeah, I knew we were going to disagree about that.
Of course you would like it. There was a pole and dancers involved. No.
Yes, but I was safe at home.
But the problem is, that's the key. The problem is then they transition off of that, and then they go into this awesome ending that's sexy and totally Brittnie Spears, but the transition didn't flow because they just went from standing there to being all sexy.
Right.
But I had to vent.
Yeah, no, that's good. We all have to vent. We all have to vent. Because you know why, folks? We love this show. We love all the dancers, regardless of what we say. We love all the dancers because we tune in every week and watch. And guess what? We also take time out of our day to make this video for you guys because we love the show so much.
That's right.
Yeah, so now let's move on to the 2 teams that were in trouble this week.
Yes. Bluprint Crew and Royal Flush. They battled it out.
They did.
I mean, I thought they were equal. I thought they did a great job. It seriously came down to what the judges, like, they really had to talk about this and work it out, like who was going to move forward. Should we start with Bluprint Crew?
I think we should. And I'll tell you this. I think it was an oddity that they were in the bottom this particular week, and I think it only had to do with the Olympics. I think everyone in Canada was busy watching the Olympics and busy with all the Olympic stuff going on there that they forgot to pick up the phone and vote for their crew. I mean, come on, we've got entire Canada. There's one team competing for you. And you're not going to vote for them? Come on, guys. Hawaii kept Hawaii High 5-0 still in check. Come on, Canada. Because they're great. I love this team. And TL, I'm telling you, I've got a crush on this girl.
Well, you know, it ended up working out for them because they went through, and this was like the week for the Canadians.
It was. It was.
And we're sportsmen, right? So we will say congratulations to Canada.
Congratulations to Canada.
On America's Best Dance Crew.
Yeah.
Has nothing to do with anything, but no, just America's Best Dance Crew.
Yeah, that's fine. But you know what I wanted to ask you, is that fair? Everybody else got all these different challenges, right? And while you said that Heavy Impact had the easiest challenge, would you say it's fair that Bluprint Crew had the hardest one because it's one of the judges' songs?
Yes.
That's not right.
And they had to do the headstand.
Yes.
But I don't think they had to do it. They could have picked anything for the music video, but they said, oh, for this challenge, that's the toughest. We're going to pick the headstand.
Yes.
And we're going to master it.
Yeah.
But they didn't master it, and I think they should be docked for that. I think they should have gone home because they picked the hardest thing.
Right.
When you're on this show up against the 8 best crews, you have to pull it off.
Yeah, so if you mess up once, you should probably go home.
Yeah, but it has nothing to do with Saltari because they weren't in the bottom 2. That's the difference. They were already voted through.
Got it.
Next week, if they're in the bottom 2 and they mess up, they should for sure go home.
There we go.
Because that was their main thing.
All right. Sounds good. Now, let's talk about a team that you said was going to be in the top 3.
I did.
Let's talk about Royal Flush. And all the stuff you just said about Saltari, let's just also consider that that Tammy said that Royal Flush was going to be in the top 3. Go ahead, Tammy.
I did. But then I also watched the performance this week. And I will say I will stand up for Royal Flush because I still said that it was one of the best performances of the night. That they had to do, they were doing the B-Boy stuff, right? And then they showcased their tricks and their solos, and the dancing was great, and they all kind of got a little piece of like showing like, this is who I am, this is what I've got for you. And I loved it. I thought they competed well with Hype 5-0.
Right.
And what did you think, Ernie?
I thought it was unfair.
Don't break my heart.
That their song was Evacuate the Dance Floor. I thought it was kind of like a bad omen. You know what I mean? It's like saying good luck before you act. Yeah. You're supposed to say break a leg. You know what I mean? Evacuate the dance floor while they're in an elimination battleground dance. Not the right song. Not the right song. You know what I mean? And then the other thing is, I told them before, the card tricks are cheesy. You know what I mean?
You did.
Cheese belongs on crackers. Okay? So I hope there's crackers on their plane because they went home.
But they still have the name Royal Flush, so they had to stick with it. I liked it.
It was more like that kind of flush.
It was like the best magic trick I've ever seen. Where did those cards come from? They were just like flowing out of his mouth. I just don't get it.
We will never know now.
Well, Royal Flush, I do send you a very loving, heartfelt farewell.
There you go. There you go. Hey, Tammy, who do you think's going to be in the bottom 2 this coming week?
Oh, shoot. I would say Static Noise and probably Saltari.
Really?
Yeah.
I'm kind of bent on Saltari. Like, I want them to be in the bottom 2, but I don't know. Maybe there's going to be a lot of people that are into that type of, you know, maybe it's like MTV loves the fact that they're bringing in all these viewers, so it might not happen. But yeah, I think it's going to be Saltari, and I think it's probably going to be Static Noise.
Yeah. The carts did them in.
Yeah, I think so. But we'll see. Why don't you write down who you think's going to be in the bottom 2 before next week?
Yeah, because this is getting good.
Yeah,
it is. 7, and ABDC is a short season already, so we got to keep it going. Yeah. We got to keep the excitement.
Yeah, there you go.
Well, you guys, thanks for watching The Fresh Dish. We'll be back next week. I'm your host, Tammy Daniels.
I'm Ernie Macias.
We'll see you next week.